Traveling through Italy thus far had been nothing short of fabulous, and I have been feasting on a lot of delicious foods, meeting the most beautiful and kindest people. I kept wondering why I waited this long to come here. I had been thinking that it was so explored already and so many cliches were associated with it that it was lower on my bucket list. But it doesn't matter how many photos, videos, stories, and cliches you consume, Italy will surprise you and spellbind you. That is the case for me so far, anyways. I left Agriturismo Montagna Verde and drove through Equiterme to get to Firenze. If you hadn't seen my last vlog, I went to Firenze to meet up with my friend Vanessa Gordon, who was on a press trip in Rome. But we met in Firenze, and then we headed back to Rome after a couple stops at the big Firenze Mall and the little town of Arezzo, where we had our first meal together and nothing but fun. We even got souvenirs. I got myself a mug. She got herself postcards. This vlog starts with my first night in Rome. Vanessa had invited me to stay with her at the Anantara Palazzo Naiadi Rome Hotel. And when in Rome, for my first time and for only a couple days, of course I had to hit the biggest landmarks. What you doing?
I'm writing out postcards.
Okay, can you believe that, you guys? She's writing out postcard stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
And I write literally everywhere I go in the world, I write postcards. This one's going out to a friend of mine in Australia. This one's going to my grandma, sending them to my kids and all the lovely folks back at home.
So to recap, picked up Vanessa writing postcards. She's so good that way. I'm very impressed because I haven't written a postcard since. I can't even remember. Anyways, picked her up in Firenze at the train station, and then we kind of drove around Firenze today, and it was a little bit traumatizing, I must say. Plus the fact that I went down a one-way street the wrong way. And we went straight to the outlets, straight to the Gucci store, because Vanessa should be an ambassador for Gucci because that's all she buys. And then after that, we just started our drive to Arezzo, where we had a definite, solid, lovely 4 hours of pure delight and food and wine and walking around and a little bit more shopping. And then we got back in the car for another 2.5 hour drive to Roma, where we are right now at the Anantara Resort, Palazzo Naiadi, Rome Hotel. This hotel is pure luxury and it's right in the heart of Piazza Repubblica with one of the most amazing fountains I've seen so far.
Speaking of fountains in Rome, I always recommend people bringing water bottles. I'm really huge on this and utilizing these free resources. I cannot fathom why people buy water unless obviously you're in certain parts of the world. But did you know if you bring your own water bottle, any fountain, running fountain, you could refill your water. It's pure Roman water. It's actually some of the best water in Europe. So that's a little fun fact that I learned on the last golf cart tour that I took while I was here in October 2021. So yes, please bring your empty water bottles and refill away.
She does have her own bottle right here.
Yeah.
I have proof of it. I'm going to use this one when empty to fill it up.
Right. So thank you for following along, and we can't wait to share with you lots more about the food and the yeah, lots of good stuff, food and fun and sweet people that live here, and it's one of my favorite, if not my favorite place in the world. So.
And now we're going to dinner to her favorite place in Rome.
This is one of my favorites. It's actually right near Roma Termini, which is the main train station that people take to Venice, Florence, Napoli, etc., etc. It's called Amedeo Ristorante, so I can't wait to show you inside. It's one of my favorites.
Walking around Rome at night was magical. And honestly, nothing could equate that feeling you get when you first discover the Colosseum. Fun fact, did you know the iconic Colosseum could seat 87,000 people? And it would only take 10 minutes to vacate it. Bye-bye, Palazzo. It's been swell. Off to stay at the UMILTA 36 hotel we went for new adventures.
Just press here, and once you see the code, you have to choose your new code. The mini bar here, only soft drinks, so no alcohol. We have the coffee, the USB plug and the normal one. The button that says off, if you keep it pressed for a few seconds, it will turn off all the lights in the room. Okay. Are you already connected to the Wi-Fi?
Yes.
Okay, so you know the password. Number 9 to call the reception from the room. We are always the reception, so you can call us for anything. And my name is Maris, and I hope you enjoy your stay with us.
Yes, we will. Thank you.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you so much. In hindsight, Hotel Umiltà 36 was my favorite of all 3 hotels we stayed at in Rome. We spent one night here, just one block away from the Trevi Fountain. The service and the food at this hotel were outstanding. Would I stay here again? Absolutely. I will share with you guys all info and details about this car tour of Rome on my next vlog. So let's just keep right to that night. Tell you where we are at and look at behind us how many people there are, and it's like, what time is it?
It's 9:37.
9:37 p.m. and it's still,
It's gonna be mad for a while.
so if you ever come to the Trevi Fountain, come to this corner of the fountain.
Yeah, it's like nobody here.
And I think that there's no one here except the couple behind me, because this is what you see from there, and everybody wants the front. We've had a wonderful day so far. We had a awesome golf cart tour of the city. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we did a golf cart tour, which was about 3.5 hours. And what's nice is it takes you on perhaps roads that necessarily cars are not able to travel on, or like large cars. It can be very precarious going down some of these narrow streets. And the guides are extremely knowledgeable, and they'll tell it to you, in terms of the history of the area. So it was a hidden Rome tour, but then we stopped at like fun places like gelato spots, and we're not stopping at the ones that have the gelato that are like puffed up full of air. You're stopping at ones that are really, really, really good, honestly.
Authentic.
Exactly, authentic. So it's we stopped at Gelateria del Teatro, which is one of the best ones.
I understand now why everybody wants to come and hang out at the fountain. There's a certain energy here.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's created by the fountain alone or by the people being here and their beliefs in the fountain.
Right.
Vanessa and I now threw a coin over our shoulder to make our wish. So I'm pretty sure it'll come true, but the synergy of the fountain and its history and the people who come here like a pilgrimage is creating this. It's still magical in spite of all the people being here. It feels like, it's like a zoo, but it still feels magical.
Exactly.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, exactly. I think there's definitely a very unique energy, and the fact that the aqueducts have been around for thousands and thousands of years, they're still running to this day. What's really cool is I remember the wish that I made the last time I was here, which was under a year ago. That wish has since come true, and it's going to be fascinating and to see if the wish that I made this time comes true. We shall see.
I'm pretty sure it will. Anyways, we're going to keep walking in the night
here in Roma, Italia. Totally in love with this city. I would definitely come back.
Stato malato, no?